Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, Mr. President Dr. William Samoei Ruto. This is Muhammad Sharif. Thank you. Okay, regarding to the dream of our President Dr. William Samoei Ruto of making Kenya Singapore, we wanted to add on the comments on his dream. I was actually advising the president that before we take a step to making Kenya to be Singapore or to look like Singapore, I wanted first us to sit down and evaluate what is Singapore and what is Kenya. First of all, Singapore surface area, the kilometers squared of Singapore is 760 something kilometers squared, right? Kenya is 860,000 plus kilometers squared. So it means Singapore hasn't even reached 1,000 kilometers squared of Kenya. Nairobi's kilometers squared, Nairobi's area is 670 something, almost to Singapore. So we say that Singapore is a nation, is a country equivalent to Nairobi. All right. So I was actually advising you, Mr. President, we actually have to have our own dreams to build Kenya for Kenyans, all right? Singaporeans sat down and planned their country, and their city is just a country city, I'll say that. They are the ones who planned it on their own. Their own people are the ones who planned what they wanted to Singapore to look like and how it be, and the infrastructure. So let's talk about infrastructure in Singapore. Already Kenya, we are very, very far away from Singapore, Mr. President. In such a way, just one of the comparison, number one, we have a big surface area compared to Singapore. The population of Singapore is 6 million something people, and Kenyan population is almost 50 million. So already that's a difference. We are already very, very far from Singapore, Mr. President. Number two, if you look at the infrastructure, Kenya has the longest expressway of over 16 kilometers plus, where Singapore longest bridge or flyover is just 1 point something kilometers. So just the expressway, the surface area, the population, those are three things, we are actually bigger than Singapore. So comparing Singapore to Kenya, I think Singapore are the ones who must copy Kenya. So even they don't want to copy because they are focusing on their own resources and what they have. So I was actually advising you, Mr. President, and all the other Kenyans and all the other government leaders, we actually need to sit down with Kenyans to actually design the Kenya they have. We have a lot of resources compared to Singapore. Singapore is only a port that survives on port. Is a country that survives on port only. Kenya, we have a lot of ports. We have the Mombasa port. Congratulations. We also have the Lamu port. We have a lot of surface area of sea compared to Singapore. So ports. So if only ports, one port in Singapore can make Singapore the way it is, how comes we are serving how many landlocked countries where Singapore doesn't do that? Right? So RAS, one of the resources we are having right now, the biggest thing is the land. Singapore doesn't do agriculture. Kenya, we can have agriculture in each and every part of Kenya. So already we are beating them up. That is just because we don't want, we Kenyans are becoming brokers and we don't want to really work. So we have the biggest land such that we can actually make Kenya very, very reliable on agricultural produce. Okay, number two, we have a lot of ports compared to Singapore, so we can do a lot of things. Number three, we have the standard gauge railway, the SGR. Singapore can never achieve that. We have the longest railway line in East Africa, even maybe in Africa. All right? We had agendas of coming up with ports, dry ports like Naivasha, and extending the SGR, which will be creating a lot of opportunities to others. Number three, Singapore is a very, very expensive country where personally I don't want to be in Singapore or live in Singapore. Even if I was given an opportunity to be in Singapore, I don't want it, because Singapore is a very, very expensive country. And Kenya, we can actually be a very cheap country and a more valuable country. I don't know if you're getting what I'm talking about. Because if we look at what we have compared to Singapore, Mr. President, actually, I'll say we are putting ourselves down, Mr. President. We actually have to sit down as Kenyans. There's a lot of people, even people who didn't even finish their high schools or universities or primary, but they have big, big ideas and they are very, very willing to work. But the problem is that in Kenya still we just want to believe that other people are higher than us, and that is what is a virus to Kenya. We have to believe that we went to school. Each and every Kenyan has gotten an opportunity to go to school at this century we are in. Even if he or she didn't finish primary, but they know how to read and they actually see, and we actually have people who actually are geniuses in Kenya. Okay, number four, if we talk about education. Okay, in Singapore we have 6 million people. In Kenya we have 50 million people who have education in them. Let's say we have 30 million who are learned. If you compare the education in Kenya and the education in Singapore, we have a lot of learners in Kenya than in Singapore. So why don't we engage these learned people and the actually people who have experience and the Juakali people? Why don't we sit down and actually do something and actually work on our resources? Okay, number five, Kenya. If you look at Kenya, number five, it will come. Sorry, I just forgot something. But if we talk about numbers, labor, all right. The number of labor in Singapore is limited to 6 million people, all right? In Kenya, we actually have the 50 million people, which we've even not yet counted the other people who turned 18 in the last 3 or 4 years since, or I don't know how many years we had our census. So actually, we have labor, land, education, learned people, experienced people, innovative people, Mr. President. We have a lot of income generating factors more than Singapore. Mr. President, I would like to advise, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I just want to remind you that having a vision, we have to have a vision of our own land.